Hello, and I want to thank you so much for joining our LBRS University. This is Class 101 Training. I am so excited that you have decided to join our company and you're on your way to financial freedom and building a legacy for your family. So I'm really excited about that. You know, as a new agent, there's just some things that you need to learn about the company because some of you is coming into a whole new industry and there's a lot of things that you're learning within the next 6 to 8 weeks. And so we just want to kind of make it easy on you, this video for you. And we're going to help give you step-by-step training and be able to answer all the questions that is needed and also to get you off on a great start to success. So again, we want to thank you so much. We're going to get started. This is Class 101, once again, of the LBRS University. This is designed for new trainers that is coming into the business. This course will cover parts. It would have part 1, which would be onboarding. This is the packet that your agent should have gave you when you join on with the company. I know some of the things in there you don't understand, so we're going to go through it so you can get a good understanding, so you can get off to a good start. We're also going to do an introduction. Part 2 is going to be introduction to the website. This introduction is going to help you because it's going to help you understand the website. You know, the 125 that you bought was to give you the website, but there's a lot of different things and different components to the website. And so right now as a trainee, you don't need to know everything, but we just want to give you an introduction to that. And then also while you're being a trainee, you need to learn the presentation. Because after you come out of this, you will have to do the presentation on your own to communicate, educate people on the product, because that's the way that you make money. Okay, let's get started. Part 1, onboarding. Again, in your onboarding package, in the first page will be a page that looks like this that is on the screen. We believe that success begins with commitment. And so we're making a commitment to you, as we said in our presentation, that we're committed to training you. We're committed to being here for you, to help you build your business. Why? Because you is in business for yourself and not by yourself. Well, we're looking for a commitment to you as well. And so these are 5 things, 5 and 10 is what we call it. 5 things that we're asking for you to do in 10 days to get you off to a fast start. Momentum is very important. I know you're very excited about telling everybody you possibly can about living benefits, about what you're experiencing and what you saw, but we're asking you to hold off on that just for a moment. Allow us to give you a little bit of training to make sure that you are communicating the product correctly and you will have maximum success. And so with the 5 and 10, what we ask you to do is do 5 things in 10 days. Number 1 is to complete a needs analysis. The needs analysis is to show you what your family really needs, and it's done for you. So your trainer would do it with you and help you to answer the questions in the need analysis. And that way, that's part of your training as well, because you'll learn how to do that when you start doing your presentation. We believe that everyone should be have a policy, being a participant of the product, even though it is not required. But we think in order for you to have passion about selling something, you should at least already have it yourself. And so that's the need analysis, is usually the first step to let families know what they need so they won't be underinsured or overinsured. The next thing would be 3 to 5 field presentation invites, and also to do the presentations. This can be done online. It can be done in person, kitchen tables. You can also use our Super Saturdays to do this. And so we have many ways that you can market the product and market your business to your friends and family. It needs to even expand towards that to really build a successful business. And so the 3 to 5 presentation is designed to get you to 6,000 points. And I'm explaining that in just a little bit. But we want you to do that so we can begin to train you, because as you see your trainer do the presentations, the more you see it, the more you learn. You know, repetition brings reinforcement, and you don't have to be an expert at first, but when you see something over and over again, it helps you be able to digest the information, so you can be, when it's your turn to begin to present, you can have a wide range of ideas of how to present it. The next thing we want to do, if you're married, the third thing we want to do is meet your spouse. because we want your spouse to understand the journey that you're on, to understand living benefits. That gives our agents a lot of support when the spouses can begin to understand that this is a real legitimate business. It is a career that you're entering into, and you're really in this to help people. Now, the next thing, the fourth thing, is your prospect list. In your onboarding packet, we'll review that in just a moment, but we ask you to write down 25 names to 100 names, because it's just like any business. You know, Walmart need inventory. In the network marketing business, your list, your people list, is your inventory. And so we want you to do that immediately, because I'm going to tell you in a few minutes of how and why that is so important. And then the fifth thing we actually do is to submit your licensing paperwork. If you remember during the presentation, we said it's going to cost about $265 to start this presentation. Number one, the $125 is to get your website, but also this is a state licensed position. And so you have to qualify with the state, you have to apply for the state, and you have to take a test. Tech insurance, that application fee is $50. And so we're asking you to do that as soon as you can, because they have about a 3 to 5 week backup. And so during the 6 weeks that we're getting you off to a fast start, there are many things that you're going to be asking you to go ahead and get that in, so they can start working on your application, so there won't be any delays. And so in addition to that, a few things, we're asking you to get on our weekly leadership call or recording. We usually do those. I do just usually like a 2 or 3 minute just motivation, but if we need any information to get out to you, we have your phone number by now. You should already begin to get the text for us when we text out different information. So just stay abreast on that. Stay informed on the different things that we're doing, because we are a rapid growing company. We are doing great things, and so we want to make sure that you stay abreast upon that. In addition, read the First Class Retirement. You'll get that in your packet in a couple of weeks. Review your website. We're going to go through that in part 2 of your training of Class 101. Complete field training. That is the 35 field training that I talked about earlier. Review your FEG income calculator, so you can not only see how you can make money now, but it help you to set goals of where you want to become. And that leads me to the final thing, set goals. Your trainer will begin with you in the next couple of days to talk about your goals, because we as your trainers, we want to help you build your business and help you be successful. Listen, we're not successful if you're not successful. So we want to become your coach, but we need to know, what are your goals for the company? Everybody have their own why. Some want to use it to pay off college. Some want to use it just as a secondary income. Some want to work part-time. Some want to work full-time. So we just need to sit with you to know those goals, because we're going to be your coach, and we're going to help you develop a roadmap so that you can get to those goals. It is said that a person that fails to plan is actually planning to fail. And so we believe here at LBRS and all of our agents that we are successful, we are winners, and we are becoming financially and debt-free. And so we want to help you fulfill your goals. Now, let's talk about the client list. Remember I said this is your inventory, right? And so we're looking for 25 to 100 people. What I want you to do, just give you some practical things right now. Go through your phone contacts. Write down everybody in your phone contact. Put their last name, first name, last name, and phone number. Don't try to prejudge on who would like the business and who wouldn't like all that. Don't do that right now. All I want you to do is build your inventory. Another thing that I did, I went to my Facebook and I went down all of my friends and I wrote all of their names down. And so that's the first thing you do. You need to build yourself a workable list. If you're really serious about being successful at this business, you need to have at least 100 names. Now, I'm gonna tell you why that's so important, and the only reason why I want you to write them down, because if you look at the top of the sheet, at the second paragraph or the second row, it says target client profile key. Listen, our target is people that are between 25 and 55 years old. They're married, have children, own a home, and have a job. Why is this our target audience? That means that we cannot help other people. As you learned in the presentation, we help everyone. But this is our target because 80 to 90% of the people that you would talk to that is in this group, they already have some form of life insurance and some form of retirement. So again, we're in the education business. So we just go and educate them that there is a new upgrade, there is a better way. Those policies are a lot easier to get. And what I love about it is that for those customers that we reach, which is our target, for the most part, they don't even have to change their budget. So we're not even asking them to spend more money than they're spending. We're just asking them to redirect their money onto a better and new product that gives them living benefits. And so that is the client key. All right, so what you do is after you've written down your name, and now we're going back and we're working on the fourth column, which is our profile number. Now, the way the profile number works is that you want to put a C in front of the name if they are a client, if you think that they're going to be a client, and then you want to write the number of how many of the 5 areas that they qualified for. For example, you can have someone that's 25 years old, but they can be single. Have children, own a home, and have a job. So in the profile key, you put C4 because that person is someone you're targeting to be, and is someone that have 4 out of the 5. This is going to be very important when you sit down with your trainer, and your trainer begin to help you to prioritize your list. Now, to really be successful at this business, you have to build your agency. We are in the agency building field. We believe that everyone that has come want to be financially free, and the quickest way and the best way to obtain that longevity is to build an agency. So we're also asking you within these next 6 weeks that you find 3 people that you can get up under you, 3 people that you know that is ambitious, dissatisfied with their current situation, and entrepreneur minded. And also these 3 people are, for me, it was the closest people that was around me, because these are the people that I really want to do business with because I love them and I want them to do just as good as I am. I don't want to become financially free and then have my closest friends and siblings around me still struggling from paycheck to paycheck, or not even that, but not even able to fulfill their financial dreams. And so if you know a person that meets these categories, you're going to put an A by their name, and then you're going to do the same thing through the numbers. You're going to say whether this person is the A2 because, you know, they're ambitious, they're dissatisfied with their current location, but they never own a business, they never done. So you just put A2 there, and you just go down the line all the way down to the 100. You just put those numbers in. Now, again, when you meet with your trainer is going to get with you. They're going to talk to you about the top 5 people that you would like to present to, and then the top 3 people that you would like to bring into your business. They're going to sit down with you and strategize about ways that you want to invite them. Some may be more comfortable coming to a Super Saturday. Some may be out of town to where you need to do an online presentation with. Some may be in town. Your close relatives may say, hey, come on over. We'll fix a snack for you. Sit down and look at what you have. And so we're asking you to do that. Please, 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 right now, while you are going through this training period until you have been released with your trainer, please try to refrain. I know it's going to be hard, but please try to refrain about giving a lot of information about what you're doing and what you're excited about, right? Leave that to your trainer. And so I have a script at the top that just the common people you talk to, you know, you want to make this a part of your daily conversation because everybody needs living benefits. And we want to make sure everybody have an opportunity to get living benefits. And so, but we want to give you something very small and something to say to them. You can say, man, why are you excited? Man, I have something that you must see. I can't really explain it to you right now or over the phone, but I need to meet with you to show it to you. And most of them will say, well, you know what I mean? But what is it? What is it that you're doing? This is what I want you to tell them. Tell them it is living benefits. Most of the people are going to say, what is living benefits? Because we are fresh, we are new. This is a new way of insurance. When they say what is living benefits, you just say life insurance you don't have to die to use. Memorize that, get it down into your heart. Let that be the only thing you talk about. And if they say, well, you know, I'm intrigued, man, how can I get that? Say, listen, I am in training right now. I have a trainer. His name is so-and-so, whatever your trainer, his or her name is. And you ask them right there, hey, do you mind if I give them a call on the 3-way? They can tell you much more about it, but can we meet with you tonight? Because we really need to show you the presentation, which would take about 15 to 30 minutes of your time. And from there, you set the appointment, and then you get back with your trainer and let them know we have a training, whether it's going to be online or whichever method that you use for the training. And even just invite them to Super Saturday. Use the same thing and say, hey, we have a business meeting that we do every Saturday morning, and I just want to invite you to it. Let me give you this card, man. Come there. You would really like what we have. It is a great thing to protect your family and to protect your future, right? Very good stuff. All right, so let's talk about education, lightning, and licensing and training expense reimbursement program. All right, so we have unlicensed agents. Maybe one of you that's coming in that you don't have your license. You may work as a manager somewhere and you're coming into a new industry, and so you're gonna have to take the time to get your license. What we have developed is for the unlicensed agent is to develop a program that while you're going through your training, while we're doing the presentations, while you're building up to your 6,000 points, because you cannot get out of training until you have done 6,000 points in business, right? And we explained what the point system was in the presentation. But when you do 6,000 points in business, then and then only do you get out of training, because there's a lot of things that you have to learn. Again, this is a new industry. For some of you, this is something that is fresh and very new to you. But if you are an unlicensed agent, while you are studying for your test, while you are sending in your application, doing your background check, while you're doing your 3 to 5, that's going to take about anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Right? And so we have a fast track program because, again, we want you to have momentum, to be excited and keep the excitement going. And so what we're going to do, if you finish that process within 6 weeks, as you see the bullet points are below, complete the field training contract, complete all required pre-licensing requirements, pass all state insurance licensing exam, complete LBRS training course, which is what you're listening to now, and get approved by with FEG preferred providers, which is the companies that we represent. Once you do that and you become licensed, we will give you a $900 reimbursement just to say good job and getting started and getting this done and starting your business off to a great start in 6 weeks. Now, if you don't do the 6 weeks, you still have to do your 6,000 training points, but then you would not be eligible for the $900 reimbursement. That is only to those that is really serious and really want to get started with the business. That's our way of saying push it, and try to get it done as quick as possible. Now, if you are a licensed agent and you're coming in, you may be coming in from another company, and you already have your license, so you're not going through that whole license and doing the application with TDI and all of those things. For you, you still need training though. So we still need you to do the 6,000 points. We still need you to do this program. We still need you to do the 3 to 5 presentations, all the things that is required. But because you already have your license, we just start out splitting commissions. So awesome to you, you start making money from day one, from the first policy that we execute. You begin to make money. We just split those commissions 50-50 with your trainer until you get out of the 6,000 points. Now, another part of it is with the reimbursement program. You are assigned a trainer, and you probably recognize that the trainer may not be the agent or the person that brought you into the business or introduced you to the business. We have qualified trainers that is trained to them and coach you and help you get to your goals. And that necessarily may not be an agent. They may a full-time job and just really don't have the time to do the training. But we want to make sure that we award or let the trainer into the business to let them know that they are still valuable by bringing you in. And so those 6,000 points we talked about, that money will be split between the trainer and the agent. The trainer will get 75% and the agent will get 25%. But you don't have to worry about that right now because that don't cost. But when you begin to move up into the other levels and you decide you want to become a trainer, then that's going to be important to you. But we just want to kind of put that out there for you. Okay. All right. The next thing is we want to talk to you about how to get your license, some of the things that you need to do to study your course. We have a free course for you at LBRS. It's called CD Test Teachers. It is in our Dropbox, as you see here. Gerald, LBRS@gmail.com. The password is LBRS 2016. Talk to your trainer about that, because he just may send you an invite to that box. But either way, we have a free course with you. Over 80 agents that go through this course, they are passing their exams. You have a written portion. You also have the same information on audio, and you have the same information on video. It depends on which way you're comfortable with learning. We have those 3 different ways that you can be able to study for your test. You have about 6 modules that you have to go through. It normally take, if anyone doing it every day, it takes them about 10 days to get through it. But you can do it. It's not a whole lot of information. This is the course that you have to take your licensing exam, so that the state can certify you as an insurance agency. They want to make sure you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about. Now, if you want to go another route and you just say, I got money and I want to spend, these are some other programs that are pretty good as well. One costs $134, as you see, and one is $59.95. But we have a free course with you, for you, and it's available to you. And so we're asking you to do that immediately. That's something you need to do immediately. If you're having trouble doing it, call your trainer, text your trainer, and say, listen, I'm having trouble getting my CD test. If you have any questions while you're taking the test, or having trouble accessing the practice test, call your trainer. That is what they're there for. They're there to help you through any process that you may stumble with. And so the next thing, you need to schedule your fingerprint appointment. As we said before, you should have already sent off your application for your TDI, which is $50. That is in your onboarding packet. So just fill that out, write a check, get a money order, send that into the address it says send it into. You get that rolling. Now you have done step 1. You've downloaded the test teacher, so where now you're starting to methodically study for the test, whatever is good on your time. And then the next thing you need to do is schedule your fingerprinting appointment. This is the information for you to do that. You can call in or you can go online, but be sure that code is at the bottom that says G11GQF. Make sure you give that to the receptionist that is signing you in, or that's scheduling your fingerprint test, because you need a life background check. You don't need just a regular background check. So make sure you give them that code, excuse me, so they can get you the proper information. Well, guys, that does it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Listen, your trainer is going to get with you to talk to you about some of the things that you should have learned in part 1. All of these, we have sort of like a discussion or a quiz that you have to pass or get past before you go to the next section, because we want you to be knowledgeable. We want you to be able to get this knowledge, and so you can be fully trained to be able to begin to move forward. So listen, give your trainer a call, let them know you just finished listening to this video, and ask them what is the next step.